Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Well, I got finally some information on the destruction or targets hit by Russian army. I provide an update every day on the reports provided by Ukrainian military with up-to-date destruction of Russian equipment and killing of armed forces and military and so on, airplanes, helicopters. So now I have a little an article here coming from the Russian side for today, the destruction produced on the Ukraine. So this is from Republic World, May 4th, 2022. Russia's troops target 6 railway stations in Ukraine, among others. So the Russian Defense Ministry has said that it has disabled at least 6 railway stations in Ukraine that were being used by the Ukrainians to transport weaponry supplied by the Western nations. During the night, said the Russian Minister of the Defense, troops targeted the high-precision based missiles of the Russian aerospace forces at 4 military facilities in Ukraine. So they targeted the high-precision air-based missiles of the Russian aerospace forces at 4 military facilities of Ukraine. This included 2 facilities of manpower and military equipment concentrations, well as 2 ammunition depots near Kurulka and Navoya Dimitrovka of the Kharkiv region. At least 2 Ukrainian launchers of Bak M1 and OSA AKM anti-aircraft missile systems were destroyed near Veseloe and Prishib, as well as 2 ammunition depots near Novoselovka and Slavzinsk. Russian troops also destroyed 2 Ukrainian S-300 anti-aircraft missile systems. Oh, that's a lot. 1 Toka-U or Tocha-U tactical missile launcher and an electronic warfare station destroyed near Barvenkovo. That's a lot. So 2 Ukrainian S-300 anti-aircraft missile systems and 1 Tocha-U tactical missile launcher. That's a lot. That's if that's accurate, obviously. And now we have another article here, and that was very interesting because it's the first time when I hear this piece of information and this piece of hardware used in this war. So this comes from the Telegraph by Sam Hall on May 3rd, 2022, and it says that Russia-Ukraine latest news. Russian submarines, more than one, launch cruise missiles attacks as they hit NATO supply lines. NATO supply lines. The Kremlin said it had fired 2 Kalibr cruise missiles at Ukrainian targets from a submarine. Here is a plural. Russian submarines launch. All right, from a submarine in the Black Sea, and reiterated a warning that it would seek to hit shipments of NATO weapons to Ukraine. The Russian defense minister published a video footage of the cruise missiles being launched from the Black Sea and said they had hit unspecified ground targets in Ukraine. It says that Russia's defense ministry added that it had bombed the power supplies of 6 railways that I just mentioned over there. The claim has not yet been independently verified, and the Kremlin did not state which Western-made weapons were supplied to Ukrainian forces via those stations. It says, earlier today, Sergei Shoigu, Russia's defense minister, reiterated a warning that Moscow would seek to destroy convoys of arms shipments to Ukraine from Western countries, and they will hit NATO convoys if they are anything. He said, we view any transport, Shoigu said, we view any transport of NATO arriving on the territory of the country with weapons or material destined to the Ukrainian army as a target to be destroyed, Mr. Shoigu told in a conference. Well, missiles from submarines. That's what Yugoslavia needed when it was attacked. They had, I think, 2 submarines, but they didn't do anything. I don't know why. They were afraid to move or something, possibly. But submarines, good. In the Black Sea, good. And I'm pretty sure they're patrolling around NATO states, including the United States. You don't know where they are, and they have probably nuclear weapons ready to go. Those are the most dangerous, the submarines, not really the ones from your territory, because from your territory it takes 2 minutes to go hit something, right? They said that with Kaliningrad, from Kaliningrad hitting Rome or Berlin or Paris or London. Didn't they say that? It was like 2 minutes, 1 minute and a half. From a submarine on the coast, it's even closer to anywhere you want to go. And nevertheless, just think that. Anyway, that's with this submarines launching. I think the Russians have now, they will test their own weapons and see how they function, and they calibrate them for future reference, if you know what I mean. There's no doubt that the Russians have military capabilities much superior to the Ukrainians. The Ukrainians receive, certain kind of weaponry and all that, but they will not receive submarines or something like fantastic, or to stand to the Russians. I think the Russians at one point had the biggest fleet of submarines in the world. I think now it's second place after United States or so, but still, and they have some good ones. We'll see. I don't think they're gonna have to use them. It's just that probably they show the guys that are watching that they're capable of using them if needed, and can use it with different kind of missiles, if you know what I mean. Not only with Kalibr missiles, they can use it with other ones, right? What was the last one they sent? Sarmat. Maybe they use a Sarmat. What are they gonna do about it? There's a hypersonic one that the Western NATO cannot even see it with their radars. You want to look at it, bum. Well, anyway, we're not gonna get there since NATO de-escalates the whole conflict by sending more weapons to Ukraine. We're not en route to achieve that goal, or whatever, that point, better put. So, nevertheless, it seems like the Russians are using now more like rockets to hit these targets, but at one point they have to think of something else, because the Westerners have a bigger capacity of a war machine to produce things, to ship them over there. Even if they ship fake stuff or old stuff, the Russians will use their expensive rockets to hit them over there, when these guys are sending, I don't know, some 1913, I don't know, artillery or something, and you send a $2 million rocket, it's not worth it. So, but I'm assuming that the Russians have intelligence, good intelligence, but who knows. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.